Hello, hello. Good morning, my darlings. Today we have some very juicy topic to discuss and I'm here for it. What is it about? Well, famous influencers are massively, like all together, almost like they agreed upon it, selling their designer luxury bags. So today we're going to discuss all the reason why this is kind of trend among big influencers and what is the reason behind that. And this is not what you think it is. So keep on watching to hear my take on it. But before we dive in, if you are new here, hi, my name is Alicia and I film lots of videos dedicated to luxury, designer and contemporary handbags, fine jewelry, my lifestyle as a new mom, and all the things that I enjoy in life. Recently, those are also properties. So if any of these sounds like something you might like, please make sure you will subscribe, press that button, smash that button, join the family, join the community, and let's see each other in the next one again. So famous influencers are selling their designer, expensive, luxury handbags. Those are the very influencers that have built their entire careers on showing those handbags. And this is why it makes people feel some type of way. We will get to it. We will unpack all this. We have a lot to touch upon. But first, which influencers am I talking about? So I'm talking about three major ones that made this move recently. One of them not so recently, and I'm talking about Lydia Alice Milan. She did a video about massive Hermes and all the luxury bag sale last year, and it caused some type of earthquake in a handbag collecting community, handbag lovers. It was a massive wave and lots of people were making videos about it and commentary and assumptions and whatnot. And recently what popped up on my YouTube feed was Victoria from In The Throw selling her luxury bags, as well as, just because they are doing lots of similar content, Amelia Liana content of selling her bags also popped up. And it's all happening in a relatively short time span. So like within a year, Lydia started, then it's Victoria and it's Amelia. And it is causing apparently lots of commotion in the community that we have here. Why is that? I think the reason why people feel certain type of way and more often strongly about it than not is because, it's for a couple of reasons, yeah. One is that lots of viewers felt influenced by those influencers to buy certain bags. So if they see those influencers letting those bags go, it made them feel like the bags are not a hype anymore, that the bag lost their value, that maybe like, oh my God, I bought this as an investment, is it the time to get rid of this? And all sorts of things, like, is it luxury going down? Is it are designer bags going down? Is it a hype anymore? Is it not? Like, all sorts of things. Well, let me tell you one thing. Those three influencers, they are all of the influencers that have built their entire careers on showing the designer handbags unboxings, handbags reviews, what's in my bag, handbag collections videos. And if you look at their channels, even up till now, those videos are the most viewed videos on their channels. Even they kind of expanded their content. They also cover different topics than just designer and luxury handbags, but those are still to this day their most viewed videos. And lots of people were enjoying this content over the years. Lots of people were enticed to buy the luxury handbags by their recommendations. Lots of people were they found the love for designer bags through their content. And lots of people wanted to start their own channels after watching their content, me included. I used to be this type of content consumer. This is how I discovered YouTube. And I was thinking at the time when I was living in a different country, doing a different line of work, I was thinking that I want to do that as a hobby as well. I love handbags. I love designer goods, luxury goods, handbag jewelry. and I want to do content like this as well. And I did, as you can tell now, and I have my own little community here, which I love very much. But yeah, people feel some type of way because it makes them feel like almost personal, that what do you mean you are getting rid of the handbags that you used to covet so much, that they were so coveted, so desirable, so like lots of people put lots of time or money to put aside to buy the handbag, or some even go into debt to buy those handbags because the urge of wanting them is so strong that they do so, which I don't recommend. I talk about it in the past in my channel. Don't go into debt for a handbag or for anything actually really in life. But anyway, that's a topic for different discussion. So now let's unpack why they are doing that. You can sleep well and rest assured that designer and luxury handbag market is not going anywhere, despite lots of people would like to see that happening. Despite lots of people make content out of this, trying to say our designer handbags are the thing of the past, they are not. Lots of people would like to see that because the prices of bags has skyrocketed so high that it's so difficult for some people to obtain those objects of desire, that the people would almost want to see this be a thing of the past, and therefore the contemporary handbags be the hype, the next, like, it bags and all of that, which kind of is happening. But let me tell you, if that starts happening for real, that will make contemporary luxury sector market of the bag skyrocketing in price as well. The simple example of that is that Coach, which has been perceived as contemporary, accessible, affordable luxury, used to have handbags. I mean, those tabbies, for example, they're $1,000 each, the bigger one. And the recent tabbies that has been released with the charms and extra decoration tags and charms is going up for $1,800 on Coach website. So that is the proof that wherever is the demand, the price goes up. So if the contemporary luxury market will become all the hype, the prices will follow. That's inevitable. That's the law of economy, and that's how things work. So those things will also become more and more expensive in the future. It's not like something super available can become an it bag, or an object of everyone's desire on everyone's radar, because the part of what makes it so desirable and so wanted, it's limited accessibility, and in that case the limitation on accessibility is caused by the price. But back to the girls, why they are selling the bags. Let me just tell you one thing. My husband and I recently has bought new BMW, and I am super excited about this car. And for example, just because someone is now selling the same exact car as we bought doesn't make it less valuable in my eyes, or doesn't want me to sell mine, or doesn't make me think that this is not worth enough in my eyes. We bought it because we wanted this exact specific car, and we're gonna love it and use it regardless of other people's car choices, right? And the reason why those influencers are selling those bags, you have to look past what's being said. Sometimes they are honest, sometimes they are less honest. So for example, Victoria, I think she's very honest in her content, saying that she's looking to buy a new house, and she's going to move to Cornwall, and buying a new house requires lots of capital investment, yeah? So she needs to sell those bags as well to fund her next move, whether it's a personal life move, whether it's a property acquiring, or whether it's a personal or business kind of move. The handbags, as you can see, it's a big capital lock. I was recently counting how many handbags do I have and how much they are worth. I mean, how much I actually spent on them. And I have quite a few designer and luxury handbags myself, and I counted something roughly around $80,000. So as you can tell, this is a big capital storage, and this is possible to free up a lot of money out of selling handbags that you can reinvest in other things. So those girls, they did a lot of content out of these bags, all of the unboxings, all of the recommendations, reviews, what's in my bag, collections. And you have to also keep in mind that the storage is limited. For example, Victoria, after downsizing, she still has 120 bags. So in the small house that she now lives in, and she's planning to move into a small house as well, there is a limitation of the storage. You cannot have 200 bags, and obviously it makes sense to sell them if you don't reach for all of them, or you made the most out of them, and reinvest this capital in your next move, buying new handbags included, because her content revolves around buying goods, recommending goods, and this type of kind of consumerism related stuff in the luxury goods world. So she will probably end up selling those, reinvesting the capital in whatever she needs now, and continue buying more and showing you more of different bags. And this is just a cycle of life. When it comes to Lydia, last year she made this very controversial video of selling her bags, saying that she's no longer interested in Hermes specifically. And right after this, controversially, she released the collaboration of making her own bag with Fairfax brand. And I assume, this is just my assumption, she sold all those bags for two reasons. First of all, she wanted to focus on endorsing and promoting the brand that she will have money out of selling and promoting, which is collaboration of her own handbag brand. And the second reason is the collaboration was based on her being a co-investor and co-founder of that venture, meaning that she had to invest her own money into this collaboration of putting her name on the bag and designing the bag and a certain type of process. So that was also this type of move. Also keep in mind, and I can tell you this for certain, as a former mortgage analytic, influencers with unpredictable income, although it's a high income in many cases, it's unpredictable and it cannot be guaranteed many years forward. Therefore, influencers are not they're not favorites of the banks to give them loans to. It's very hard for influencers, based on their unpredictable income, to obtain mortgage or loans. So in many cases, when the influencer's life revolves around collecting luxury goods, for example, Tamara Kalinic, you know her, she has lots of Hermes bags, she has lots of luxury expensive goods, yet she has no assets in terms of property, because lots of cash it's frozen in these luxury goods. So if you want to make some moves, you can also free cash up by selling those luxury goods, and that would be probably easier than obtaining mortgage or a loan from a bank for your next moves and ventures. So this is what those girls are doing. People have to remember that they're all business women and they're all business owners. Their YouTube channels are huge, massive businesses, and they are strategic as well. And in order to keep on growing and expanding and moving to next venture, you have to make financial moves. And those financial moves are similar to what any business investor is doing. You have to think where your cash is stored, you have to think of your assets, you have to think of your next investments that will be working up for you. So those bags that they purchased, they already did the work for them, they earned them enough, significant amount of money. So now they can liquidate those assets in order to reinvest this money in moves, decisions or steps that will continue making money for them. It doesn't make the bags less valuable. It doesn't make the bags less desirable. It's just their personal case that they have to do in order to keep on growing their audience, their business ventures, their brand. And the fact that the bags and the desire of people for designer luxury goods is not going anywhere. I mean, the proof of that is that The videos such as handbag unboxings, handbags reviews, handbags collections are still doing extremely well on YouTube, and people still want to see this type of content. There will be always something new coming up. We all love this type of things. You know, some people love to collect stamps, some people love to collect cars, some people love to collect vintage clothes, and some people love to collect bags, some people love to collect porcelain pots. There is nothing wrong in having preference of any type when it comes to materialistic things that you like, as long as you play your card smart and right with making your purchases. And that's about it. That is my take on influencers selling their designer handbags, their luxury goods. I'm pretty sure that we're going to see them very soon repurchasing and buying more and recommending you other stuff, because they cannot keep on recommending you the same bags that they already made endless amount of content from. They have to have something new, and you cannot realistically store endless amount of physical objects. So that is my take on that. I invite all of you to discussion here in the comments. What's your take on that? How designer bags, luxury bags makes you feel? What do you think of collecting them? Are you up for small curated collections of contemporary bags, or are you aspiring to have a bigger designer luxury collection? I want to hear your thoughts. And as usual, if you enjoy this content, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe, which helps my channel but doesn't cost you anything, helps my channel tremendously and encourages me to film more videos for you. I have a couple of very exciting videos coming up for you, and I can't wait to share them with you in the very, very near future. So subscribe to my channel so I can see you in those videos. And thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.